everyone, and a very big welcome to our Uber video today. I wonder how you're all doing out there. I expect that you're looking forward to the end of the school term and the start of the long summer holidays. Only 2 weeks to go now. Hang on in there. I've loved seeing many more of you at things that we've been able to do recently. Andy and I and other members of the team really enjoyed being with lots of you in the hub for the family service a few weeks ago. The pigs and the blowers were such fun. Then there were our Uber evenings in the park. Lots of games and chips, and Toby even entertained some of us with his card tricks. Thanks, Toby. Some of you have been able to come along with your families on Sunday mornings, and I know the Uber bags have been enjoyed. I think the snacks are a huge hit. Soon we'll be able to meet in the hub again. It's something that we are definitely looking forward to. For now, we're going over to the hub to enjoy worshipping God with Fliss and our band. So over to you, Fliss.
This is the Did you know that we have made around 45 videos since March last year? That's a lot of videos and lots of fun. We've had quizzes, challenges, silly games, worship, prayer times, and hopefully we've helped you to get to know Jesus better also. You may have had a favourite video. Mine was the time when all the leaders read the Bible memory verse out by saying just one word at a time and appearing from all sorts of odd places to say it. Now, today's video is the last one for the time being. Because we are going to be moving back to having Uber in the hub. Today, we are going to look back. It's great to remember where we have come from, but we are going to look forward too. It's also good to know where we are going. This helps us to see what God has done, and it gives us faith to trust Him for where we are going next. But before we do that, we're going to have a quiz, and so it's over to Amy.
We have a really interesting quiz for you today, and there is the best prize yet for the person who sends in all the correct answers first. Now, it's called the Bookshelf Challenge, and this is how it works. You are going to see a series of pictures of your wonderful Uber leaders along with their names, just in case you've forgotten who they are. You're then going to see some pictures of their wonderful bookshelves. And all you need to do is match up the Uber leader to their bookshelf. It's as simple as that. Once you've matched them up, you need to send the Uber leader's name and the number of the bookshelf that you think is theirs into us, and there will be a wonderful prize for the person who gets them all right first. Now, don't forget there will be some clues to help you, so make sure you've got beady eyes to watch out for those. Enjoy the Bookshelf Challenge!
The first Uber video that we made was called Promises, Promises, and you can still find that on YouTube. It was based on the story of Noah, and we saw how God made a promise to Noah and gave us the sign of the rainbow. This was to remind us that he would always be faithful. We shared that story with you at the time because we wanted you to know that God had promised to be faithful and that we can trust the many promises that he has made. We knew that we were facing a challenging time. I'm not really sure any of us knew just how challenging that would be. So that's what we see as we look back, but now we need to think about moving forward. So let's have a look at how looking back and moving forward can fit together.
Kirsty has just reminded us that our very first video helped us to think about the promise God made to Noah. Just over a year ago, I sat here on my beanbag and shared with you that God keeps his promises and he is faithful. Now, I did that to bring you encouragement because we were about to enter the early days of the lockdown and it was all very uncertain and none of us knew what it would really be like. We needed to know that we could trust God to help us and get us through. Now we are about to move into something new again. Things have started to move forward, the rules have changed, things will be different, and there is once again some uncertainty. And that can be a little upsetting and a bit scary. We look back to the story of Noah and we know that God kept his promise that he made then. People in the Bible often face difficult times, you know. They might not have lived through lockdowns and a pandemic, but there were some pretty awful things that happened to them. Just think of the children of Israel. They lived through 40 years of wandering around in the desert. They thought they were going to starve. They faced enemies and getting bitten by snakes, to name just a few. Then there was David. He faced a lion and a bear while looking after his sheep. He faced Goliath with a sling and 5 stones. And there were times when he feared his enemies would take his life. I could go on. There was Daniel, Nehemiah, Esther, and Peter and Paul in the New Testament. When they were facing times of change and there were things that scared them and made them afraid, do you know what they used to do? They used to look back. Yes, they would look back and remember and talk about how God had helped them in the past, how he'd kept his promises. Do you know why they did that? Well, by doing this, it helped them to move forward, to face the new and challenging things around them. They could remember and name the promises that God had kept. They could see his goodness in the past, and that built their faith to face what was coming. So looking back helped them to move on again. I'm going to suggest that you do something when the video finishes. Why not get a large piece of paper and write or draw pictures of all the things that God has helped you with during the lockdown? Maybe you were able to get on really well with your homeschooling. After praying and asking God for help, you might have overcome some fears, or you might be remembering one of the promises that might have really helped you during that time. Maybe you prayed for someone and you saw God answer your prayers. There could be all sorts of things. Whatever they are, thank God for them and remember them. God has helped you in the past and he will do it again, because that is what our God is like. He's always the same and he is always faithful. There's one worship song that has become a bit of a favourite over the past year. We've used it quite a lot, and I knew that we should have it today to worship God, because he has been our promise keeper.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you, I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you, I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa. Whoa. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Sing it loud now. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That is who you are. That is who you are.
You know, I love that song, and I love the truth that it has in it, that God is the promise keeper. Well, I'm afraid that's it for today, and actually this is our last Uber video for the time being. So I just want to say goodbye to you all, enjoy your summer holidays, and guys, we are really looking forward to seeing you very soon in the hub. Take care and God bless. Oh, and don't forget to get your competition answers in as soon as possible, because there will be a prize. Okay, I'm signing off now, sending you lots of love, and God bless you all. Bye.